Welcome to the Instant Trivia Podcast, episode 1403, where we ask the best trivia on the internet. Let's get started. What did Becky Thatcher's father do for a living in The Adventures of Tom Sawyer? He was a judge. What British TV series featured Tinky Winky, Dipsy, Lala, and Poe? Teletubbies. Which conflict ended with the Good Friday Agreement? The Troubles. What is the fear of flutes called? Allophobia. Rome. Which animal is protected under the law? Cat. What Greek god killed by a wild boar inspired Percy Shelley's elegy for his friend Keats? Adonis. Ships of the desert are what? Camels. What was wrong with the Grinch's heart in How the Grinch Stole Christmas? It was 2 sizes too small. What was Agatha Christie's second husband's profession? Archaeologist. What is the most common ending for a city, town, village, or hamlet in England? Answern. Whose first novel was titled This Side of Paradise? F. Scott Fitzgerald. Which bees in a hive are there to fertilize the queen? Drone bees. In Star Wars, where is Princess Leia from? Alderaan. How many U.S. states sit on land bought by the Louisiana Purchase? 15. In the business world, NASDAQ stands for what? Answer: National Association of Securities Dealers Automated Quotation. What is the world's only country headed by a Grand Duke? Answer: Luxembourg. Since 2000, the role has been fulfilled by Grand Duke Henry of the Nassau-Weilburg family. In the title of a George Bernard Shaw play, what's John Bull's other island? Ireland. What is the most common form of stalactites? Speleothems. Whose memory is the movie Gladiator dedicated to? Oliver Reed's. What nickname did the Western press give to members of the Fists of Righteous Harmony in China? Boxers. Where can you find the only non-yellow McDonald's arches in the U.S.? Sedona, Arizona. Which ocean does the Congo River empty into? Atlantic Ocean. Sailors from years past suffered from scurvy due to a lack of what? Vitamin C. Which 18-year-old married 26-year-old Anne Hathaway in November 1582? William Shakespeare. What is a tanager? A bird. Which restaurant chain fooled the public on April 1st, 1998, with the introduction of a fictional sandwich for left-handed people? Answer. Burger King released an ad for the fictitious left-handed Whopper on April Fool's Day of 1998. In which European country would you find the Tokai wine region? Hungary. Who played the blind character in the movie The Hotel New Hampshire? Wallace Shawn. What U.S. state is known as the Magnolia State? Mississippi. In Greek mythology, the Oneiroi were various gods and demigods that ruled over what? Dreams and nightmares. What do ladybugs feed on during hibernation? Stored fat. How many players are there in a standard soccer team? 11. Who wrote the book One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Fish? Dr. Seuss. What director played a psychiatrist on The Sopranos? Peter Bogdanovich. What city was Canadian figure skater Elvis Stojko born? Newmarket. What is the more common term for odontalgia? Toothache. What were jungle fountains during World War II? Coca-Cola provided to the U.S. troops. What did the original Apple logo depict? Isaac Newton sitting under an apple tree. In which U.S. state is Yale University located? Connecticut. During World War II, who was known as the Butcher of Prague? Reinhard Heydrich. In the game Miss Pac-Man eating what fruit was worth 5,000 points? Banana. What is the term for a thin, opaque coat of paint or layer of shading applied to give a softer or duller effect? Scumble. A technique in which the coating is opaque and is painted on thinly to allow bits of the paint below to shine through. What is the name of the device used to facilitate dream sharing in the movie Inception? Answer. A portable automated somnocin intravenous device, passive. As of 2020, who was the last person to go directly from Vice President to President of the United States? George H.W. Bush. How many squares are there on a standard Scrabble board? 225. What is the lowest elevation point in the Western Hemisphere? Laguna del Carbon, Argentina. How many furlongs to a mile? 8. Which country was the setting for the TV serial The Flame Trees of Thika? Kenya. What year was the American Red Cross founded? 1881. What is the third letter of the Greek alphabet? Gamma? That's the end of the show. Thanks for listening. Come back tomorrow for more exciting trivia.